Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Yesterday BTC failed to make a new all-time high by just a few $100. However, there was one chart that did make a new all-time high, and that was on the CME. This is the CME chart. You almost need a microscope, but there you can see that price just wicked above the old all-time high, made a new all-time high, and then just slowly came down a little bit and now zigzagging, kind of accumulating. We're probably waiting for New York to open, and on most of the regular exchanges we did not make a new all-time high for BTC. This is the chart how we left it yesterday, and I gave you 3 trades yesterday, and guess what, none of them played out. The most opportunistic one was the one where we get a little bit of a retrace, taking out the liquidity underneath these lows, and then to get into a trade, but that just didn't happen. We just had a very slow grind, higher. There was no backtest, there was no way in getting in, so yeah, a little bit of annoying, but that is sometimes what it is. Also, of course, then the other trades were not in play at all. For today, I actually do expect the all-time high to be taken out. Everything just looks extremely bullish, and if this is the retrace that you're getting, maybe New York is slightly lower, well then that is not all too much. So again, here it is very hard to get in. What I'm looking out for today, I'm going to be a bit more aggressive on the longs, and that is that we might get a little bit of a move down, maybe again during New York Open, just to take out the liquidity underneath these lows. A little bit of move down, that is your entry, then we're going higher. Other than that, this would be my second long, but to be honest, not sure if we're getting it, like I said, because everything just looks so extremely bullish. I'm going to look right here on the spot if I can find something maybe intermediate. If we pull something like this, well, that is actually this trade, that's right here on the golden pocket. Let me check here with the volume profile. That 78.6 might be something, because that is this low right here, but be careful. I would actually just aim here for the golden pocket. This will probably not be a trade for me, so no, let's just leave it like this. I think that is fine. And then of course at the all-time high, if you might be asking, did we dump by the way because of the CME? No, we also had a very small negative point of control. To be honest, I was not expecting that we would reverse there. The highest expectations of a possible reverse, if we would not take out the all-time high yesterday, was maybe once we took out this high or this high, but there was no reaction at all once we hit those levels. So I thought, okay, now we are going to take out the high, and I was looking at the chart, and then just suddenly we just slowly came down. But like I said, I think actually today we would go much higher. Also, if you look at Mark Cipher B, we haven't done it yesterday because I was already rattling on for almost 11 minutes, is that actually on most of the time frames it just looks super strong. Money flow higher, view up is kind of flat, but it will probably curve up again soon. Momentum wave higher, RSIs tied together on top. That's all signals strength. On the weekly, still very strong. 2-day, 3-day, it doesn't actually matter which time frame you're taking. Here the 4-hour momentum wave very high. Yes, we have a red dot, but look how fat the money flow is, and the RSIs on top. So I think that the downwards price action, or at least that cool off that we see here on a momentum wave, is very shallow. Oh, by the way, excuse me, I was looking at the 6-hour. This is then the 4-hour, but almost the exact same story. Look at the money flow, and here also that view up is nicely curving back to the upside. RSIs also here tied together. Look at the 1-hour, exact same story. My lordy, extremely flat. And you can also see that if we print a red dot, I hope it's visible on your screen, that is right away being followed by a green dot again. So yeah, that is like I said, just very hard to get in. Price is just slowly grinding higher. So I hope for a little bit of a retest, or at least for a little bit of a downwards move, because like I said also in yesterday's video, where do you go in if you see price just slowly zigzagging higher? Here. There is just no like clear higher low. And if you do get in, let's say somewhere at this level, where do you put your stop loss? The most logical things would be all the way here at the low. You could try it somewhere here intermediary, but the thing is that if you eventually go down, this is all liquidity, so this could also be a very quick move down. So it does not make a whole lot of sense to enter the trade here and then put your stop loss somewhere here. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So therefore, yeah, although it's very painful, the best thing is to just let price go and try to find a better entry maybe then the next day. Two other things that I want to show you before I'm going to wrap it up, and that is the inflow for the ETF. We haven't looked at that for a very long time. And there you can see that now day after day after day after day after day, there was just a fat inflow. Absolutely tremendous here. Look at this. What a record here on the 29th of October, 870. And the other last thing that I want to give you as a takeaway is that this week is pretty damn volatile because yesterday we had earnings from Google, and today we have Meta, and we have Microsoft, and tomorrow we have Apple and Amazon. And usually these numbers or the results come out after New York close, but they will give most of the time a pretty big move, and yes, it is significant for the market. I mean, if we're only looking at what Google did yesterday, let me see real quick. So that was after market, and then you can see this is now so this is the pre-market. So that is what is trading right now, and there you can see that we very most likely are going to open up with a gap almost 6%, and that's the same then for the other companies that will come out. If they will come out after the closing bell, then in the after market, so let's say the future market is still trading, you will see a huge move up, but then of course the day after you will also most likely see a big opening gap to the upside or the downside depending on what comes out. So make sure that you are aware of this, and that in case you are one of these positions that you or close them or that you hedge yourself. And on Friday then we also have NFP, that is also going to be a huge number coming out. So jam-packed episode, jam-packed week. There is so much to think of. Then the really last thing that I want to note, and that's more on a personal thing, is that I actually did not expect we will take out the all-time high before the US elections. I actually thought that also here for BTC price will zigzag a little bit and go down a little bit until we have the result, and then we see a decisive move. But I saw some speculation, and I use that word on purpose, is that everyone is thinking that Trump will win and he's a bit more pro-crypto, therefore crypto goes up. It might be a little bit of a sell the news event. Or what happens if he doesn't get elected, then maybe also see a shock in crypto. So that's going to be exciting. Keep an eye on that, but that's of course next week, Tuesday or Wednesday if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, I'm a little bit surprised that we are very most likely going to make a new all-time high already before the elections. Alright guys, that's really it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching and having the patience with me. When you're here anyways, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful, and also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both of those links you'll find in the description. See you very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.